Phil, what have you done? You guys see this vine? These were pole beans. They were full of pods. Full of them that I was saving for seed. And Phil got off his leash and he just ate like half of the entire vine. I mean, just to give you an idea of what this used to look like. You see all these pods? That's what this used to look like up here. He ate so many. That is actually quite devastating to me. I mean, I still have a lot, so I mean, that's good, but I haven't picked this whole section nearly all summer long intentionally to make sure that I would have tons and tons of beans and tons of seed. But yeah, that's what that all used to look like. And he has eaten the vast majority. Oh my gosh. Since we're on the subject of saving seeds and saving a bunch of these, some of them are ready, some of them aren't. As you can see, some of them are still pretty fresh, but this one is nice and dry. I don't know that the beans inside are completely dry yet, but this one's dry. Some of them are starting to get really dry and get that papery feeling, which is what we want. So I'm getting really excited about these. These are Marvel of Venice pole beans. And these were some of my favorite beans to grow this year. They were so beautiful. When these are not completely dried yet, then they're this marbly blue color. And they are just seriously the most gorgeous thing ever. I'll insert a picture here of what these looked like before they dried. You want them to dry inside the pod because if not, then they're not they're not ready, if that makes sense. So, but here's what those look like when they're fully ready. These might dry a little bit more. I'm gonna set these out on a paper towel to make sure that they're completely dry before I store them. But I'm super excited about these. Seed saving this year has been a big goal of mine, especially with my green beans. So this is super exciting to me. So what I've actually come out here to do today is to harvest these potatoes. I know that it looks just like weeds right now, and most of it is. But this is the first time I've ever planted potatoes, so I don't know if these are even going to turn out really well. But we're going to dig them up and just see. Alright, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. All I know is I'm looking for potatoes. Oh my gosh. Let me show you guys what I found. I've never grown potatoes. This ground is harder than a rock. Let's see if you guys can even focus into this hole. Do you see? Those are my potatoes, you guys. Those are so funny. Oh, that's all right. Well, they might all look like that, and that's okay. I've never grown potatoes before, so hey. I have to like really wedge my shovel into this dirt. Like it does not, this soil is so dense, and that's probably why these potatoes grew so tiny. They didn't grow well. We did till this ground. You wouldn't know it, but we did. I still want to dig them all up. Just to see if they're all like that. I mean, chances are that they are, so obviously that's not worth probably all the work that it is taking to dig these up. But maybe I'm just pulling them up too early. I mean, it's, what are we? We're in September. Then mid to end of September. Seems kind of like they wouldn't get any much bigger anyway, you know. Do you see right there? You see this little bit of color? I see a potato. Oh, I'm really sorry about that. I'm not sure why it stopped recording, but it stopped recording just as I had pulled out those potatoes, and I didn't realize until afterwards. So that sucks. I'll just show you what I got. There's 2 good-sized potatoes, and then we pulled out, I think the starting potato. The seed potato, I think it was. I don't know if that's how that works, but that's kind of what it looked like. I only did part of all the plants that I have. This is all I really had time to do right now. I've got to go in, I've got to take kids to school, but yeah, most of them are tiny. That's okay. Like I said, I still count this as a win, because I mean, hey, if I hadn't planted anything, I wouldn't have gotten anything. So I'm just getting ready to pull off some of these that are fully dry and ready. There's not a ton that are ready yet, but I just want to show you guys the difference. Let me show you. So here's one that is not ready. It's super, you can see that it's, I mean, it's gonna get there here pretty soon. It's kind of more flimsy, like it's trying to dry out, but it's still very much alive. If you, I guess that's the only way I could describe it, maybe moist. Here's a really good example of one that's fully dry. You hear it cracking, like it's brittle. This one is ready to harvest the seeds. You see how it just kind of cracks open? This one is ready for harvesting. So I'm just gonna stick that in my basket. But there's a few like that are ready. You hear how crunchy it is? This one's going with me. But I'm gonna gather as many as I can.